How many of you here are impressed with the government's budget yesterday? Nobody? Anybody here impressed with the government's budget yesterday? No. Nobody put out a hand. Thank you. How many of you here think that the government can do better? How many of you here think that the government can do better in the budget yesterday? Put out your hand. Okay. How many of you here wants the government to do more with the budget? Put out your hand. How many of you here, no matter what I ask, will not put out your hand? Thank you. My name is Steve Chia. Thanks to Ken just now for the introduction, and I want to thank all of you for coming to our first Speakers Corner event for this 2009. We hope to have a series of events going forward over the next few months, okay, at this Speakers Corner. My name is Steve Chia. I'm from the 10th Singapore Parliament. I contested under the NSP banner through the umbrella of the SDA. Okay. I contested against a Minister of State, okay, that was helicoptered from a neighboring constituency, and with $50 more million worth of upgrading program that was thrown in for him, I managed to increase my percentage by another about 7% to close to 40%. I had commented on past budgets, especially my best was 2 years back in February 2006. That was the time that I learned that it's all lies, damn lies, and statistics. Okay? This was what I have said in Parliament, and this is what I have printed in the book. Okay? The government said that there is a deficit in year 2006 in their preparation. Actually, it is very misleading. There is actually 8.8 billion worth of revenue surplus in their calculation that is not reflected. In actual fact, the 2006 surplus is one of the best for the government. Okay. For the 7 months of this new government, they had about 6 billion of surplus. Okay, not inclusive the 3 additional months for 2007. Okay, 2007 for the government had been one of the greatest government surplus in decades. Government has been not clear and not transparent in their budget. Okay, and it gives the impression that we are always at deficit. And the truth is that the government's actual total receipts is more than the 41.1 billion that they had said yesterday. How much more? Any one of you know how much more? No. I also don't know. But what we do know is that land sales over 2006, 2007 and 2008 brings the government an estimate of 60 billion in revenue. This 60 billion is not reflected in the budget. There is a clear lack of transparency. The government chooses what it wants to reflect, and they paint a false picture for us. I want to ask you a question. This is a piece of land that we are standing on. Okay? Can we steal this piece of land? Can anybody steal this piece of land? Possible. Yes or no? Yes. Not possible. Land is here. It's not possible to be stolen. You're right. Okay. Can it be lost? No. Okay. It's not possible to be lost. But when the land is converted into cash, what happens? When it becomes liquid, when the land has been sold, it becomes cash. And what happened to that cash?
Undisclosed.
We don't know what happened to the cash. Do you know what happened to the cash? No. Do you know what happened to the cash? No. We don't know. Only the government knows what happened to the cash when the land is sold. What happens after that is questionable. So, cash can be lost. Cash can be stolen. Cash can be invested and gone. The government had, according to GK Go economist, Mr. Song Seng-un, yesterday's Today paper, he noted that the government has $60 billion surplus, okay, acquired. He didn't say from where, but it is from land sales. That is the estimate. Is it somewhere more, somewhere less? We don't know. Only the top cabinet and the finance ministers know about it. Do you want to know about it? Yes? Yes or yes? Yes. You want to know how much is our surplus receipt that the government is receiving? Not just their revenue statement. They are collecting more revenue than they publish in the statement. And they are not announcing it, and we don't know it. And do you want to know how much more? Put out your hand. Thank you. I see the majority. We must press the government to make sure that all government receipts, revenue receipts, must be reflected in the budget. 2. The government has been collecting and keeping more money than it needs. Don't be shocked. The government proposed 8.7 billion deficit in this budget. It can fund it. It can fund this deficit through its current surplus. The government is only in office for 2 years, May 2006, 2007, 2008, 2.5 years, and it has more than enough surplus to cover this 8.7 billion deficit. It don't even need to draw down on the reserves. Okay? So why is it that the government is going to the president to ask for money, to ask for 4.9 billion to draw down on the reserve? If I'm the president, if I'm President Naden, I will not approve the drawdown. First reason, how robust is our second key? The president holds the second key. How robust is this second key? He has to show that it is robust. It cannot be just because the government, the PAP asked and he gave. Our $3.2 million president is there to safeguard against the non-PAP, that is against us, in case we get elected or in case any other opposition party get elected against the PAP. It is to safeguard them that has been voted by the people into power, to make sure that they don't draw down on the reserve. It is not there to ensure that the PAP themselves don't draw down on the reserve. Do you agree with me? Thank you. For the PAP, it's very simple. If they want and they ask, the president will open the key and they will receive. Doesn't matter that the president knows that this current term of government has more than enough current surplus collected in the last 2 years to fund this 4.9 billion deficit.